Now, it's time for this.
The world of woke.
How do you know when you're making too much money? I'll tell you. You start ordering your own personalised fragrance. You pay for it out of some bloated bank account, the same one that you paid for your diamond earrings, your personalised number plates and your swimming pools. The world of woke, of course, is no different. This time, though, it's England's footballers that are in the frame. And they're not just spending money for their own enjoyment. They have headed down that long and overpopulated rabbit hole known as mental well-being. It's a racket that only the mega-rich can afford. The European Championships are coming up in Germany in June, and the England bosses have come up with an idea which is utterly bizarre, even for them. Get this, our pampered heroes are taking their own perfume with them to recreate the sweet smell of success. The trouble is, last time out in 2020, they only managed the sweet smell of failure. They lost in the final to Italy. Of course, there are some in the sporting world that consider being runners-up to be some kind of victory. Unfortunately, some of them are at the very top of the management tree. But for all their talk of journeys and inclusion, there can only ever be one winner of the Euros, and that would probably be the team that wins it. This year's team of multi-millionaires will be staying in five-star luxury at their base, and they're not messing around. They're not just bringing one perfume, they're bringing three. The first will be present in the main areas of their hotel. The signature scent will contain hints of bergamot, lily and jasmine. It's described as a fresh, comforting aroma that is distinguishable and lets you know you're in a high-end space, just where they'd all want to be. Seriously, the second scent is a more energising aroma which will be used for gym and recreational work. And a third, with hints of lavender, is to be wafted around the players' bedrooms to help them sleep. The people behind all this mumbo-jumbo claim that all these pleasant aromas will promote mental well-being. They're even suggesting there's a link between the fragrance and improved athletic performance. It's nice work if you can get it. Probably pays a pretty penny too. But the pampered Poodles will have to do without their Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces for the month, of course, while they're ferried around in coaches to and from the games. No word yet on what they will smell like. We've certainly come a long way since the days of Kevin Keegan splashing it all over him with Brute 33 after a communal shower. Will it make any difference? Of course it won't.
The world of woke.
I mean, I don't know where to start with this. I mean, what on earth are they thinking? Why on earth do they need their own scent?
Well, they probably looked back in history and thought, let's go back and see what the great England teams of posterity. And
yes.
Maybe that was the difference in.
Well, I can't imagine the World Cup
that they all had
winners,
their own signature.
Bobby and Jackie
scent.
Charlton with their own, you know, signature scent.
When you first said their scent, I actually thought that they were creating a scent
from their own
themselves.
bodily
because
smells.
that's what happened in the Roman Empire with the gladiators. They were so popular, they literally used to have little vials of sweat to sell to the fangirls.
Well, I'm sure
so
that would be quite popular.
Compared to the gladiators,
yeah.
you know, this
I
is
do
not too
kind of-
bad.
There is method in the madness, I think, a little bit in that the scents are supposed to create. That's what it smells like in their own club, basically, and that's what when they.
But I presume it doesn't know.
When they're up, it's supposed
because
to
they've invented.
It's supposed to recreate their home from home, so therefore they feel at home. They don't feel like they're in some sort of smelly foreign hotel.
Well, yeah, except that it's not what they're used to, is it? I mean, the bergamot one smells. It looks to me. It looks to me like one of the Joe Malones that people buy. Isn't there a Joe Malone one with bergamot and jasmine?
Market? You know, these like floral scents are quite feminine. I'm wondering if it will go down very well with the kind of football.
Well, I mean, they're
crowd.
not exactly, you know, what you might call romantic types, are they? I don't know if Carl Walker's going to be there with his new girlfriend or his other kids or his ex-wife or, you know, but he's got a diamond earring. I just don't think that, you know, whatever money they're wasting on this cobblers, I mean, how is it going to have any effect on them? This comes, by the way, on top of the other problem, where Nike have put out an England shirt with a flag of St George in the wrong colours, deliberately.
That's embarrassing.
Because they're harking back to supposedly what the 1966 team trained in, which is sort of red and blue and purple. But it looks suspiciously like an LGBT type sort of scenario, and they're not going to change it. And even Keir Starmer was critical of it.
Well, it's a lot of superstition, isn't it, really? And I think, and a lot of football is, I mean, I'm not a massive football fan, but a lot of it is to do with superstition. I've watched games with friends of mine.
Yeah.
I think I was wearing a pale blue shirt, and he was like, "That's a Chelsea colour or something," and I had to take it off, and a big hoo-ha.
Right.
But I like
the difference, though, isn't there, between putting your left sock on first and having bergamot and jasmine floating
but also,
around.
which I'm sure is lovely. But like you say on the coach, I don't know if anyone's been on a long coach journey where
Not for years.
where solids are allowed in the onboard toilet. It doesn't smell. It doesn't smell.
I like where this is going.
The bergamot lavender will feel like a scent of the past by the time.
I find it hilarious knowing that our England team will be smelling of lilies and bergamot and jasmine. What is that saying about our men? Supposedly
They'll lose, but they'll
great
smell
English
great.
men
Does
smell like
it not
lilies.
tell you that Gareth Southgate has finally flipped? You know, because of all the ridiculous things he's come up with, this is the worst.
The pressure's finally got to him.
Yeah.
He's gone on a weekend away, testing out various different scents,
Yeah.
and he thinks this is the answer.
Unbelievable.
I'm happy that they're going to
No,
smell
let's talk
sweet.
about